Pinecone may look just like snow, but he can't hear the ho ho ho. And Santa Cat, he still believes we'll vlog every day till Christmas Eve.
Say Merry Christmas!
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. How excited are you? So today I thought I would do a video that's kind of like a reacts to video, where I'm going to watch a Christmas tag video that I filmed back in 2012, so 8 years ago, which means I was 24 in that video because I'm 32 now. And I'm going to go ahead and answer the questions myself first and then watch and see what 24-year-old me said to the same questions. I have not watched this video since 2012 probably, and so I have no idea what I said. Obviously, a lot has changed in 8 years. I am now married, I'm a mom, I live in a totally different house, state. Everything's different. I went ahead and pulled this video up, and I am wearing my famous Santa hat, and I'm so bummed because I'm pretty sure that it's in Kingsport. I looked for it. I know I still own it, but I tried to find it for this video because I thought, how cute would it be 8 years later if I was wearing the same freaking hat? But I couldn't find it. But you know what I did find? These. If any of you guys remember this, this is from even older than 2012. I'm pretty sure this is from 2009. Do you guys remember the Jingle Bell earrings? I only put one in one ear because I got so excited to show you guys. I should probably put one in the other ear too. I'm not gonna do the whole video with them going because I feel like they'll be a little bit distracting. Actually, I kind of like them. I think I might leave them on. No, I won't leave them on. I'll do this. But I just want you guys to know that it's been, how long? 2009? Oh my gosh. It's been 11 years and the lights still work on these things. So it's magic, I'm telling you. It's the exact same pair, but I also haven't worn them since probably 2009. So the fact that I could put my hands on these is like crazy. But you know what? I used to wear so many different types of like holiday accessories, and I'm gonna have to bring that back now that I'm a mom, because you know, James will love that kind of stuff. So we're gonna start with the first question, which is, do you like to stay in your PJs or dress up for Christmas? And this one's easy. We stay in our PJs. This is a tradition that my parents had with us growing up, and I fully intend to do this with my children as well. We are going to stay in our PJs all day Christmas Eve too. We usually get a matching pair of PJs on Christmas Eve. We sleep in them and then we stay in them all day on Christmas Day. So that is our tradition. I'd be very surprised if I said anything different than that in this video. First one is, do you like to stay in your PJs or dress up for Christmas? My entire family stays in their PJs on Christmas Day. The next question is, if you could only buy one person a present this year, who would it be? And as a mom, I have to say James, of course. I will say that with him only being 2 years old, the chances of it mattering much to him is probably pretty low. I don't think he really gets the whole thing this year. If I had to guess, I would think that 24-year-old me is going to say either Blair or my mom. My mom, just because she's so selfless and she never asks for anything. We have to like pull it out of her to tell us what she wants. If she wants anything, I asked her actually a couple days ago for this Christmas, and she was like, I'm just so content and happy in my home. So, I mean, I get it, because that's how I feel as an adult, but I would probably have picked mom or Blair. I was living with Blair at the time, but now it would definitely have to be James. Probably actually be my dad. I feel like I don't think to buy him gifts throughout the year the way I do the other members of my family. True. So it would be him. We always spoil him on Christmas. That's true. Oh, 24-year-old me thought of something that I didn't think of. I will say that my dad was one of the first people that I bought something for this year because I knew exactly what I wanted to get him. And so yeah, maybe subconsciously I was thinking that, but it would definitely be James now that I'm a mom. The next question is, do you open your presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning? Always Christmas morning. We are allowed to open one gift on Christmas Eve, and then the rest of them are on Christmas morning. Pretty sure that's not gonna be different. We always open them on Christmas morning. We're allowed to open one present on Christmas Eve, and it was always like pajamas or a good movie, something that I could enjoy on Christmas Eve. My mom would always like pick the one that I was supposed to open. And now over the years that is evolved into the Christmas Eve box where we do pajamas and all of that. But that's funny, I almost worded it even exactly the same 8 years ago. Have you ever built a gingerbread house? So I did buy a gingerbread kit last year to take up to Wisconsin to Alex's family house for Christmas for James and his little cousin to do, and his cousin ended up doing it with his aunt and uncle because James was way too young. He was only 1. He had no idea what was going on with the gingerbread house. But I did buy another kit this year, and we're gonna do it in one of our Vlogmas videos. And I can't remember off the top of my head if I had done one prior to last year. I feel like it's something that, like, we probably did it when we were little, right? And if I remembered it 8 years ago, if I say something, I definitely don't remember it now. So are my memories good? Let's see. I did when I was little, I think a couple years, but it's not like a huge memory. I don't remember it being like super fun. It's just, you know, putting gingerbread together. I don't know. It's never been like a big tradition. What do you like to do on your Christmas break? I'm an adult now, so I don't really have a Christmas break, but we always do go to family houses. So either my family house or Alex's family's house. We are going to my parents this year for Christmas, so we'll just be there like cooking and eating cookies and just being really festive and enjoying time together as a family. I always go home to my parents' house and I literally just lounge around and enjoy spending time with my family. We watch Christmas movies and we bake Christmas cookies and we wrap presents together, and it's just, I don't know, it's like bonding time for my family. Favorite Christmas meal or treat? So for treat, I would have to say butter cookies, which are a type of cookie that we always receive in our Bradshaw cookie box, which if you've watched previous years, you'll know what that is. And then my mom also got the recipe and she makes them too. So that is definitely my favorite Christmas cookie. Last year, my mom introduced a new favorite, and it's like these little tiny pecan tarts. They're so good. I'll show you in another video what they look like, but those I'm looking forward to this year because I've not had them since last Christmas. And then favorite meal, I would just say our Christmas Eve feast, which is the same pretty much as Thanksgiving. It's green bean casserole, corn casserole, turkey, sugared ham, biscuits, all of the good stuff. My favorite Christmas treat is either butter cookies, that's like my favorite thing my mom makes, and she normally only makes it around Christmas time, or peppermint bark, which is also really delicious. What is your favorite holiday movie? I would say my all-time favorite Christmas movie is The Santa Claus. I just think it's a staple. It just is such a feel-good movie for me. And then my more recent favorite is Arthur Christmas. It's an animated one, and I just think it's so freaking cute. I think I discovered it the year that I broke my back. So it's been out a few years, and I remember that year I watched it like a million times. I thought it was just so good, but I do watch that every year now, so it's kind of like a new favorite. Let's see what I said. Growing up, it was always The Santa Claus and Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation, but I also really like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the version with the people, and I don't know why, I've just been like really wanting to watch that recently. Candy canes or gingerbread men? I would say gingerbread men. I actually don't like candy canes that much. I do like peppermint bark. Like, I like peppermint in other items like white chocolate, but I'm not a big candy canes person. Gingerbread men. I actually decorated one recently. I Instagrammed a picture of it. I remember I don't really like candy canes. Isn't that weird? It's not like I'll eat them, but they're not something that I ever crave or like go out of my way to get, if that makes sense. Like, I'm the same person. Have you ever made a snowman? Yes, I have when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure. And then last year when we were in Wisconsin, the snow was like up to our waist, and James made a snowman with Alex. I wasn't actually like a huge part of that one, but I felt involved. So let's see what I said. Yes, I was really young, and I remember I made it with Blair, and we made it wrong. Like, we put the smallest section in the middle, and so she just looked so funny, so we made it a girl because she was kind of hourglass shaped, but our parents were like, that's not how you make snowmen. It was funny. What a memory. I have not thought of that in 8 years. That's crazy. It's funny how, I guess it's not funny, but how you like don't remember the same things you remembered 8 years ago. I guess that's called aging, and it's probably not very funny. Which do you like better, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? I would say Christmas Eve. I think that there's a lot to be said for the excitement buildup and just spending time with your family, prepping for a really fun day the next day. I just think there's something really special about it. And the Christmas Day, of course, is so fun and nice, but I would say Christmas Eve. I think Christmas Eve would have to be my favorite because as much as Christmas Day is such an amazing day and so perfect because your entire family's together, and obviously there's the gift giving and exchanging, I think that Christmas Eve, there's just so much buildup. That was pretty much the exact same answer. And then the last question is white lights or colored lights? When I was little, I was in love with colored lights, and I was so jealous of all my friends who had colored lights because my mom always wanted the classic white lights. One year we finally talked her into doing colored, and then I think we did colored like a few years in a row after that, and she kind of was like okay with it again. But I would say as an adult, I'm definitely a white light person. I have white lights on my tree now. But when James is at that age where he really wants colored lights, you better bet I'm going to have colored lights on my tree. This one's funny because I've gone back and forth. When I was little, I loved colored lights, and my mom would always put white lights on the tree, and I would always beg her to do colored. So one year she did colored, and then we did colored every year after that because she actually kind of liked it, even though she thought she liked white lights better. And then when I got older, I liked white lights, but then I went through a phase where I liked colored again, so I've colored on my little tree. I don't know, I like them both. I think there's a place for both. And then to kind of refresh this tag a little bit, I do have a few new questions that you guys just sent me on Instagram. So the first one is, what gift as a little kid still stands out to you today? And when I was about 4, I remember wanting a my size bride Barbie. If you guys are 1990s or late 1980s babies, then you might remember this, but it was like a 3-foot tall Barbie dressed like a bride, and it was called My Size Barbie because it was for little kids that were also around that height, and you could like put her clothes on yourself. Like it was meant to be like you could actually like wear the outfit she was wearing because it was your size. And I just wanted that so badly, and I remember getting that year, and just like it's a big strong memory that as a 4-year-old I wanted a life-size Barbie dressed like a bride. The next question is, have your decorating styles changed? Yes, I have done all sorts of decorating styles in the years that I've been on YouTube, which I didn't really decorate in college because my parents just kind of, they decorated. I spent Christmas with them. It wasn't until I moved out to LA and had my own places that I did some Christmas decorating. And I remember our last tree that we had in our California house was like a pure white tree, and it had like all colored ornaments on it. It was so different than this one behind me, and I think this is my favorite tree we've ever done. I love it. This is a new tree for this year because we ended up not bringing our white one from California, so we got this one from Target. It's their Wonderlands brand, I think, and I just love the flocking. I just think it's so pretty, and it just feels so me this year, and so this house too. Like it just works so well in this house. So yes, styles have changed. Next is, how did you know gifts were from Santa when you were a child? So the way my family did it is we would have wrapped presents that were already under the tree before Christmas morning from our parents and family members. And then on Christmas morning, when we came down the stairs, Santa visited in the night, and he would leave out one gift per kid, and they were unwrapped. And they were always like our physically biggest gift. So it wasn't necessarily like our most expensive gift. I guess as we got older, it was our most expensive gift, but it was the biggest, like most wow gift. So for instance, if we got like a playhouse, that would be sitting out. One year we got a play set out in the backyard, and that was like all set up. And it's crazy because apparently they set it up days before Christmas, and just, we never noticed. Kids are like so silly. I don't know. I feel like James would have noticed. Do you prefer real or fake Christmas trees? So I prefer real Christmas trees. I love the way they smell. I just think there's something so special about a real tree. But we did have a neighbor's house burn down from a real tree before, and that always scared me off. So I am a fake tree haver now. And we actually did consider getting a second smaller tree that was real this year. But the reason that we decided not to this year is because we're spending Christmas in Kingsport, and we would have to get rid of the tree before we left for that, because we would not want to leave a real tree unattended in our house because they're a fire hazard. And so we just thought that that was like kind of a lot. I think if we ever do have a Christmas that we host at our own house, we will have a real tree where we can keep an eye on it. but it will probably be a secondary tree, like a smaller one that's like in the front. If it catches fire, we can just push it out the door and have like our real tree be this beauty, which I love and I cannot wait to use every year. And the last question is, what is your best Christmas memory as a child? And I have such good memories of every Christmas, literally every single Christmas. But I have one memory that always comes up to the front of my mind when I think of Christmas as a kid. And that is one year when we were living in Augusta, and I must have been like 8 or 9. I was collecting Beanie Babies. Yeah, so I think I was 9. It was when the big Beanie Baby craze was happening, and my mom and I, we were into it. Like, we were collectors. I went to conventions, Beanie Baby conventions, and had like expensive Beanie Babies in a briefcase, and my dad would take me and I would like trade and sell them with adults. Like, who was I? I don't know. Beanie Babies were a weird thing. If you weren't around back then, you have no idea. It was weird. But anyway, I remember on Christmas Eve, my mom tucking me into bed, and Blair was sleeping in the same bed as me because we always slept together when we were little. And she was tucking us in. I think Blair was already asleep. And I remember whispering to Mom as she like went in to hug and kiss me goodnight, "Is there a Beanie Baby?" Because I wanted like the dachshund. I think his name was Weenie. Is there a Beanie Baby down there? Of all my gifts, like that's what I was the most excited about that year. And my mom is never someone who spoils gifts. She's just really good about like making you think you're not gonna get exactly what you're gonna get. But I remember that night, I think she could see that I was so like worried and hopeful, and it wasn't a big gift, it was Beanie Baby. And she was like, "Yeah, I think I saw a weenie under there," which sounds so funny, but yeah. I remember going to bed and just being so happy to have a weenie Beanie Baby underneath the tree. So, and with that, we're gonna end today's video. So that is everything for the tag. Now I'm going to go and take you guys and pick out a present for the giveaway in today's video. All right, it's giveaway time. So we're gonna do this one today. So for today's giveaway, first you get this set of face masks from Origins. So you have lots of different ones in here. I've tried the Drink Up Intensive. It's one of my all-time favorite products. And I've also tried the Original Skin. They're both amazing. Clear Improvement is a deep cleansing mask, and the one on the end is a good mask for troubled skin. So honestly, there's like every type of skin concern, and I love Origins products. And then along with it, you get this, which is a anti-puff eye patch. And I thought it was cute because the packaging is so pretty and they're shaped like leaves. So I thought that that would be a fun little giveaway for today. If you want to win it, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel with the bell notification turned on. You also have to follow me on Instagram, which is Miss Elle Fowler. I'll have all of the information below. You can have one YouTube and one Instagram entry. For the Instagram one, you can follow directions on my Instagram. For the YouTube one, leave me a comment below telling me what you're thinking of this Vlogmas. Are you enjoying it? Do you have video requests for other Vlogmas videos yet to come? Or do you have non-Vlogmas requests that you want me to do in January? Because I am starting to kind of plan out my January content. So a comment like that, and then also I'll know that you're entering for the giveaway as well. All of the information will be below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are loving Vlogmas as much as I am, and I hope you're having a great December, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.